Hi everyone, welcome to my Laravel Commerce project. Uh, Now I want to apply my permission to admin panel. Now we don't have any permission because as you can see at the logout, when I want to access to my admin panel, of course I have permission to access in this area because I access, then it wants from my username that I don't have username, and we got this error. We need the access, we need to give permission, authentication for admin panel. How can we define this permission or this authentication to our project? The first, if we give you see we have an admin panel, we can define authentication, middleware authentication. Here, for example, I want to give authentication. It's general authentication from all of my admin panel, because all of this it's a group. If I give the authentication for my group, it is cover all of the group roots. Okay, let me, after this authentication request definition, when I want to access to login, as you can see, it sent to us the login because we don't have authentication. If you don't have any authentication, it's sent to us at the login. After login, if I have login, and I can access to in this area. Always, if I log out, let me check again. Admin. After login, I can access. It is general authentication. The Susan is, let me show you. Susan is, it is manager, it's not admin, but she can access to admin panel. We need to restrict, we need to give just permission for admin that can access to admin panel. In this case, we need to create middleware. We need to create middleware because this middleware is general middleware. This authentication middleware that if you don't have any, it is general middleware. If you don't have any authentication request from anywhere, it sent to us the login route. But we need to add our middleware. How can we do this? Make check admin. Admin is middleware. Check admin. I want to create my check admin to middleware. Okay. It is my check admin. How can I handle this problem? How can I check my admin? I want to copy this. Okay, I add the authentication. After authentication is add user define authentication face this in this area. Okay, this if we have It is mean we have, if we have authenticate, if we have login in the system, we have a user, we have auth user that we write something in our project everywhere, or headers, or somewhere we write the user name, user something, authentication user not, like this. In this case, we call the roles, we call the user roles names from that. If user roles include admin, we give this permission to admin. The another case, we send to admin login. You do not have permission to enter the admin panel like this. Okay. First, I want to show you how we can define. I want to show my user rules in this area, but also at the definition, I want to change my middleware as admin. Maybe I need to define somewhere. Okay. Now I want to check. I want to refresh my page. Okay, we need to define admin somewhere in our project. Okay, we don't have any admin definition that we relate to admin in the web area that we define in this at the middleware. We need to define at the kernel here. We need to define here the admin middleware roots right here, because we call this admin we need to define check admin. Let me check. Maybe we need to write full path. Maybe not. Yes, it is define my path right here. But we can without path. If you want to use without path, you can define like this. In this case, you don't need the, you see, check admin. HTTP middleware. But I just want to use this structure, my middleware, HTTP middleware check admin, and I can use check admin in this area. Okay, let's try again. Okay, you see, this user, it is just manager. Okay, this user is just manager. I think it does not give permission to access the admin panel, because for admin panel, we defined admin. It should be admin. At check admin, it should be include admin, contains admin, as you can see. The manager does not, the add rules does not contain admin. In this case, does not give permission to access admin panel. Okay, I close to my check code. Okay, login admin. I think it's login admin. Where is my login admin? Login admin does not, we didn't define any name. We need to define always we need to define register user login user like this. Always we need the okay login admin. Check admin login admin. Okay. You see, the Susan does not have permission. You don't have permission. You don't have permission to access admin panel because at the admin panel we define that just the admin, the middleware admin permission can access is this area, and the check admin we want to just admin. We want to just admin. In this case, the user rule should be include admin. They have to include admin. I want to change with Alex. Okay, Alex can access to admin panel because Alex has admin user. Also, John can access to admin. I want to show you, for example, for Alex, I want to show my check admin. With this, that you can see my rules. You see, I have admin, I have user. And contain admin, then I can access to this area. I want to close my code. Okay, like that we can give all of permission. With this structure, with this structure, you can give some permission to, you can define new group for some user things. We will define our user group and we will define our user permission and for another places. But now we define the admin permission for admin panel. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.